Hey guys, Legendary Grimlock here, and you guys wanted my review on this so badly, so let's get this over with, right? In all honesty, I'm genuinely impressed for once with Death Battle. I know. So this was a debate between Josh, who represented Silver Surfer, and Liam. And in all honesty, I was very disappointed in the Silver Surfer information, or at least how it was handled. You see, this is a generic take on Silver Surfer. You see, a lot of y'all simply just use the same excuses. Oh, the power cosmic. Oh, Silver Surfer speed. But y'all don't really go into, his other things here. And again, a lot of people have gotten so good at countering these arguments that right now it's just honestly, it's the most basic of arguments. You guys think that this is always a win con here. You guys always use this, how Silver Surfer has this cosmic awareness, but yet this dude is still getting handled by characters who don't have the same powers or have lesser powers than he has. And the weirdest thing is they were questioning if Silver Surfer like had a soul here, and I'm just like, he can astral project. You need a soul in order to be able to astral project. That's kind of just how it works, like it's it was very interesting, but Silver Surfer section was pretty short here. That is because they gave them like I think 50 seconds each to kind of get their own points across here. But the way Josh went over, he went over Surfer's, powers and abilities with the power cosmic, how he can do whatever he wants. He has his cosmic awareness to the point where he can figure out, yeah, you were going to come here pretty much anyway. So that was his argument. However, Liam, who represented Galvatron in this one, did an extraordinary job. He did way better. And again, if you watch it back here, he did Josh in pretty quickly here. And here's the thing. He used a composite Galvatron. I know what you guys think. I know what you guys are saying. But yeah, he used a composite Galvatron. That includes the Unicron trilogy. He even confirmed that, yeah, there are versions of Galvatron, that are powered up by Unicron here. And again, that is a version of Galvatron. He even went over Gold Megatron, who was also a version of Galvatron. And here's the thing. And I was probably going to get into this later in the video, but Whiz did annoy me in this video to like no end here. Because I'm like, the evidence is right in front of you, but you keep denying it. You see, Wiz also confirmed that people in his Discord were giving him information and giving him evidence for Megatron versus Frieza. They were giving him evidence of the universal clusters and how the Transformers verse worked, but he didn't use it. He even confirmed that, yeah, that was he tried to play it off as like, yeah, that was a while ago. Dude, it wasn't that long. So, Wiz had people in his Discord who were giving him legit Transformers information, and he still didn't use it. So he botched the video and botched Megatron's information on purpose, which is pretty petty in all honesty. As a matter of fact, it actually hurts the legitimacy of the information of Death Battle even more than it should have. But back to the debate itself here, if you go to the 13 point, I think it was 40 margin, Josh discusses Silver Surfer's other hacks and abilities. Keep in mind, I'm not sure if he's talking about Silver Surfer Black because he never bothered to show evidence for his claims here. I'm showing the evidence that he's talking about here. He talks about how Silver Surfer could absorb energy, he can destroy souls, he can, interact on a non-corporal level and stuff like that. He even went into speed a little bit, but it wasn't like his main argument. Not just yet, though. His main speed argument didn't come in just yet. And again, I didn't hear anything about any of Silver Surfer Black feats. Not the fact that he was fighting against Null. Not the fact that he was out showing a weakened Franklin Richards against Griever and stuff here. But Liam here countered him immediately when he said that, oh, the power cosmic can be absorbed pretty easily. And again, Josh's argument was that the power cosmic can't be taken away from Surfer. And Liam countered this with pretty much just one of the most simplest evidential answers ever. And it was the high evolutionary. And again, the high evolutionary, drained the power out of Silver Surfer. He drained all the power cosmic that was within Silver Surfer out of him. And again, yes, they explained that, yeah, he got it back, but he got it back because his lover at this time and period got the power cosmic, and after like kissing him, gave it back to him. So she was able to give it back to him through her own means here. This means that Silver Surfer's power cosmic can still be taken away. And I think it's probably at a worse level now because Galactus is, well, I think he died again. I'm not sure here. And then Liam also went into how Galvatron can tank attacks from some of the strongest Cybertronians. Things like the combined effort of the Autobots and stuff. And again, Liam also reiterated how, Galvatron's, power really doesn't have a limit because he has Unicron as a power source as well. He also goes into the Heart of Darkness, which he scaled above the Matrix, which is correct here. The Heart of Darkness is above the Matrix and gives Galvatron the power over death itself here. And again, if you guys have watched any of my previous Transformers videos, you guys should know that these concepts are also their own dimensions - universes within the Transformers cosmology. And with the Galvatron also having Unicron's power and the Heart of Darkness, this again gets a lot more difficult for Silver Surfer. As a matter of fact, I think he honestly just lost when it was already Unicron's power. But again, I know how you guys are going to be in the comment section. So, yeah, I'm gonna let y'all be. I know how you're gonna say. I know y'all gonna say Unicron's power or the power cosmic is greater than Unicron's, dark energon and stuff like that. I understand. I understand what y'all gonna do in the comment section. But again, I need y'all to listen and pay attention right now. So with Galvatron having the power over death itself here, it goes to show you just how powerful and how Liam is handling these arguments. He even goes to the Takara comics where Galvatron had beaten up Ultra Magnus and was fighting against Star Convoy Optimus Prime, aka the Takara run Optimus Prime, aka the Volcanicus comic where Grimlock was able to beat a evil version of Primus, an evil avatar of Primus. And at that point, Josh didn't have a real counter argument to, Liam's Heart of Darkness argument. At that point, he just had speed. And then Whiz had to chime in and say that he wasn't really being convinced by Liam, despite the fact that Liam was the only one showing evidence and counter evidence against Josh here. And again, Josh didn't really show anything to kind of help his argument here. He was kind of just, talking about it. Yes, we understand that these are feats here, but again, when it comes to like debates and stuff, you have to show your feats. You have to basically prove your claim, if you will. And Liam also went to use Gold Megatron and how he's able to call upon other versions of Megatron and even power himself with him. By the way, that's Alternity Megatron, the one with the purple and gray. Yeah, that's actually Alternity Megatron, or at least a version of Alternity Megatron. So, yeah, this version of Galvatron - Megatron here is absolutely ridiculously overpowered. So it's just, in all honesty, it's really ridiculous here that Liam actually said, yeah, I'm just going to pull out all stocks here and stuff. And yeah, we're going to get into it. And even when it came to the basic cosmology for both sides, even both sides confirm that Transformers and Marvel have a shared cosmology between the two. It's crazy, huh? And I've been saying that for how many videos? And y'all still And y'all still want to deny it, huh? Honestly, disappointed. And then Liam went on to counter Silver Surfer's speed arguments with the fact that there are transformers in the verse who are capable of moving at infinite to inaccessible speeds. Now, Whiz brought up a point where he said, do these, Autobots fight against Galvatron directly? They fight against Megatron, and Galvatron is already in evolved form or a powered up version of Megatron. They even go over again the Unicron trilogy scaling, where Sentinel Maximus was able to fight a smaller convoy of Unicron. Basically, Unicron in a much smaller body. Basically, think of Unicron going down to the size of Optimus Prime just to run the ones with him. And again, Sentinel Maximus is an absolute beast. Like, he's him. Like, dude is in the same category as characters like Primal Prime, who is a living matrix of leadership himself. So you have someone that powerful fist fighting against Unicron, who also has infinite to immeasurable levels of speed. Now, when they got to the 39 point, I think it was 20 margin or 30 margin, I don't know. I didn't like the whole, can the Matrix destroy something that's not Cybertronian? And Liam did go into how the sparks are very different than the Cybertronians, or at least how their like function is very different. How they're like a celestial life form or something like that. And then how the Matrix also affects conceptual beings. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, you guys could just use Devoid, right? Who's just a living universe, a living sentient universe that's able to merge and destroy all of creation within the IDW verse. And again, keep in mind this includes the conceptual universes and the metaphysical planes and even the higher dimensions. The void is just a literal universe, everything in it. Optimus Prime was able to erase him with the Matrix of Leadership, and the Matrix of Leadership is scaled below the Heart of Darkness. So you again have a being that can erase non-corporal or non-tangible beings, and even erase and harm conceptual beings. And Galvatron with the Heart of Darkness simply scales to that. Now, again, I know you guys want my full-blown opinion on this battle in general, and in all honesty, I think that Galvatron versus Thanos is a much better argument than Galvatron versus Silver Surfer. Keep in mind that he should still be able to take the power cosmic out of Surfer, as much less powerful beings than Galvatron have been able to take it out. Galactus has been drained by beings like Annihilus, and in the current one, where he had more power than he ever had before, Thor, who is a Skyfather, who shouldn't be in the same cosmic tier bracket as Galactus, even if you want to say, yeah, he has the Odin Force and Power Cosmic, Odin is not seen as in the same cosmic bracket as characters like Galactus. He's seen below Galactus, actually. And what did Thor do again? Didn't he rip all the power out of him and then kill him? It's what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, it's a tragedy. It's a whole travesty here. But again, it is what it is here. The sheer fact that Josh couldn't defend his point at all, honestly, it kind of just felt like Whiz should have been the one, I guess you could say, kind of debating. And I'm not saying that Josh is a bad debater. I don't really know if he can, debate other people pretty well, just versus Liam, who was actually just countering every point down to the T here. You never know how some people are when it comes to these debates. But again, they should be confident about their information. They should be, I guess you can honestly say, they should be able to stand their ground, if you will, when it comes to these debates here. But in all honesty, my general opinion about this, they should have used more. There are so many other feats they could have used for Silver Surfer just to get him to multiversal. And again, Josh didn't do that. He didn't use anything to retain to how Silver Surfer was able to hold off Griever and outdo characters like Franklin Richards. And again, I'm not saying Liam was perfect. He forgot about the dead universe, which was something very simple. However, I do like the fact that he gave other Autobots and other characters their credit with how fast they are. Me personally, I probably use the Velocitrons, which are an entire Cybertronian race dedicated to literal speed and how they're like the fastest. Even seeing time as pretty slow to them. There's also other beings in here that he mentioned. I think his name was Mainframe. Oh yeah, actually he did. He mentioned Mainframe, who's able to reduce pi down to the lowest centillion decibels. I think that's what they said here. So again, they even gave underrated Autobots credit. But hey, that's gonna be all today, you guys. Please comment down below, like and subscribe and share with your friends. This is Legendary Grimlock, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Peace.